Let's get this out real quick. Let's be honest to ourselves. You get on a team. After a month or two, the company asks you to leave. You leave company A, you jump to company B. After a few weeks or after a month or two, same thing happened. And you're wondering and asking yourself, well, what is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? I mean, the answer is simple. Well, there could be multiple reasons. But one thing I know for sure is that if you transition into a new role, you definitely need to be an active learner. I mean, this cut across all industries. Let me take an example. Probably you were into healthcare, or maybe you were into logistics. You take a 3 months boot camp, a 6 months boot camp, and then you got a job as a project manager, an IT project manager, or as a scrum master. Believe you me, that 3 months or that 6 months, it's nothing. It's not enough to understand the tech jargons, to actually understand what your team is working on. That 6 months is nothing. That was just to help you get your feet at the door. To remain relevant to your team, you have to be a constant learner. I'm going to take an example. You get on a team and your team is building a mobile app. The question that you need to ask yourself, first of all, is who are the customers, who are the end users of this product or of this service that my team is building? How are they going to engage with this particular service or with this particular product that my team is building? These are questions that you need to constantly ask yourself, because when you start asking these questions, it pushes you to understand how your team or your customers are going to engage with that particular service that your team is building. Now, to be able to do that, you need to go sit down and study. Go on YouTube, go on Udemy. But the truth is that to be relevant, to remain relevant, to engage in productive conversation with your team, you need to be a constant learner. You cannot come on a team and they are moving their data on-prem to cloud. That's the project that they are working on. They are moving their data on-prem to AWS cloud or to GCP. Believe you me, when they are talking that they are tech jargons, if you have not read, if you have not studied, you will be lost. They'll be talking about databases. They'll be talking about different layers of those databases. They'll be talking about availability zones. They want to move it to these particular availability zones. They'll be talking about encrypting those data. They need to encrypt those data to make sure that nobody tamper with those data. Those are stuff that they'll be discussing in that team. And you coming from a logistic background, you coming from a non-tech background, it's going to be complicated for you if you're not a constant learner. So I think this is going to answer the question that people keep asking me, that Nehemiah, how have you been able to stay on this course for a little over 5 years now, getting to 6 years? What is your secret? My secret is simple. I'm an addictive, constant learner. I run behind tech updates. You see how companies, Apple or Microsoft, they pushes out updates every day for you to update your mobile phone, update your app. That is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You need to constantly push those new updates, to update your knowledge bank, to update your brain on what is happening. That will permit you have that meaningful and productive conversation with your team. And again, remember, you're coming in as a project manager. And one key role is to bridge the gap between business and your team. Now, tell me, if you do not even understand the end-to-end of that product, how are you even going to bridge that gap? They'll be talking about hitting that endpoint. They'll be talking about APIs. And you'll be wondering, what is API? They'll be talking about the response they will get. So it's just way too much. So if you want to remain relevant and make meaningful contribution to your team, you need to be a constant learner. And there are tons of materials out there. Get yourself busy, understand exactly what your team is building. It could be a product, it could be a service. They could be into maintenance, they could just be into enhancement. It could be a security team. You even definitely need to understand your team. What are they doing? Is it a security team? Is it a mobile app team? Are they into customer relationship management system? It's way too much, guys. It's way too much. But if you do not understand this structure, believe you me, it's going to be very, very tough for you to be on that team for more than 3 months. Share this video to somebody who just transitioned into tech. It could help one or two persons out there.